You can enable incoming and outgoing live migrations in Hyper-V. So this is just a component of Hyper-V itself. It's only on server. There are very few differences between Hyper-V in Windows 10 and Server 2019. This is one of the very few differences. It does not support a live migration. The client Hyper-V does not. But what's neat about this, you can move a running virtual machine from one Hyper-V host to another Hyper-V host without any downtime. That's why they call it live migration. Now, the way it would work, you have two Hyper-V hosts, and you have, I'll just call it VM1 on one host. When you start your live migration, all it actually does is make a copy of that VM here on the other host. This VM keeps running and it keeps servicing clients. So users that are connected to this virtual machine on this host, they are still connected to this virtual machine. Everything works just fine, normal. Any changes that occur as this migration process is happening are simply written to both locations. Not until every single change here has been written to here is your migration complete. As soon as your migration is complete, this VM powers off, this one powers on and starts receiving traffic, and your migration is done. So very straightforward. You just go through a quick wizard. Now, what's interesting about this is you can perform a live migration in many different places. You can do this in the failover cluster manager. So this is part of failover clustering. You can do it in this virtual machine manager or VMM. This is Microsoft's paid for enterprise virtualization tool. Naturally, we can do it in the Hyper-V manager itself. That's where we will look at it. You can do this through this WMI Windows Management Instrumentation. That's a language is what that is. And you can do it through Windows PowerShell. So realistically for us, Hyper-V Manager and PowerShell would be the most common two that we would actually work with. But many ways you can actually configure this.